the quickest way to find inner peace. Well, hello, my friends, and welcome back. It is I, John, and I'm on a water break with John. Water break with John. I wanted to talk about inner peace. People often ask me about, becoming peaceful or finding inner peace, and I find it an interesting question because when someone asks you how to find inner peace, what they're saying is that their belief is that they don't have inner peace. Their belief is that the peace is out of their control. Their belief is that they don't know how to get to it. How do I find inner peace? Well, the question is, why are you not in inner peace? Why are you not already there? What is it that's not peaceful in your life? And if the world is a product of your belief and created in the illusion around you, then what in your belief is not making you peaceful? You can go anywhere in the world and live a joyful life, or you can go anywhere in the world and living a life in fear. Well, the lack of peace that you're talking about is fear. You're literally living a life of fear when you're not in peace, and you're seeking for inner peace. Well, inner peace is really a choice. It really comes down to going, I'm choosing to let go. I'm choosing to release all tension. When I talk about sitting in love, that's what I do. I release all the tension. And when I get into that release of tension, I find that I've released my fear. When I release my fear, I have complete inner peace. When I talk to people outside, I have complete inner peace. I don't live a fearful life. And if you do not have inner peace, then it's a fear that must be addressed. When you look at fear itself, you'll hear people say it's false evidence appearing real, right? Well, fear is not rooted in your present moment. Fear is not rooted in your present moment. Why do I say that? I say that because every fear you have is about something impending, something that might be coming down the road, something that might happen in your life. And you're not focusing on the positive outcome of that thing that might happen coming down the road. You're actually focused on a negative outcome. And why do I know this? Because if you're focused on a positive one, you wouldn't be afraid. You just wouldn't be. So all of that lack of inner peace is a negative focus on an outcome of the future of some kind. You don't have inner peace because you're waiting for the other shoe to fall, because you're in fear. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? And double down on this question and say, where am I afraid of not having love in my life? Because people aren't going to like you, that's them not loving you. People are going to do harmful things to you, that's them not loving you, right? They don't listen to what I say, that's not respecting you. Now, respecting you is them not loving you, right? So them not respecting you is them not loving you. So it really comes down to you deciding to just say, no, I'm not focused on a negative anymore. I'm not focused on the outcome. And realizing that in your present moment, when you feel you do not have inner peace, that is the moment where you go, oh, that is just fear. My inner peace is just anxiety from fear. It's anxiety from being in fear. And fear is not rooted in my present moment. And I get to choose what I think about the outcome because I am the creator of my experience. And being the creator of your experience, you can go, well, this is going to suck. Or you can say, well, wow, this is going to take me to the most amazing place ever. That or better, please. So you can literally stay in this space of I'm receiving this amazing outcome, doing something that I love, surrounded by people I love. All those positive prayers and thoughts, or as I prefer to call them, declarations. But whenever you find yourself feeling that lack of inner peace, it must be acknowledged before you can break free of it. You know what Yoda said? Name must your fears be, before banish it you can. You have to name it. You have to label it. You have to recognize it's there. And the reason is because when you don't label it or recognize it, you're in fear. And it's really hard to turn something when you're inside of it. But when you're outside of it and it's external, you have control over it. And by naming it, you're actually saying, oh, that is just a fear. And now you have control of what you do with that. But I am not in fear. I am joyfully living this. And so it really comes down to you making choices after you've taken the time to say, well, why am I in fear? This lack of inner peace is just fear. And where's that come from? A lot of times you're going to find out that, early on in life, you were told that you'll never get anywhere. You'll never do anything in your life. And in that, your peace and anxiety, or those people will say, it seems to be our lot in life to just fail. Well, it seems to be our lot in life to just fail. That's a belief, and that belief is creating in your experience. But there are people in this world who've been through massive traumas, massive failures, huge traumatic events, and have gone on to make amazing lives that are based in love and fear. And fear is not a daily thing for them. That inner peace is just there. They are their authentic selves, sharing who they are to the world, and just being surrounded by people who love them just the way they are, right? So it really comes down to the idea of the lack of inner peace just being fear, and you get to make it. You get to choose what your future outcomes are going to be, because all of those future outcomes are going to be experienced in your present moment, which means all you really have to do is make your present moment peaceful with inner peace. And your life gets surrounded by proof that you have inner peace. You have to be inner peace first. Most people, it's something you have to strive to get to or attain to, and that's their belief. They have to get to it. You never get to the future. You never get to the future. You will never, ever, ever experience anything in your future. Everything you ever experience will be in your present moment, in the here and now. And so the future is coming to you. And it's coming to you depending on what you think, do, and say about your present moment. And if you take this moment and say, I have no inner peace, you are actually creating a lack of inner peace. Or how do I get inner peace? How do I get inner peace? The actual question says you believe you don't have it, or you're not receiving inner peace. You are the creator of your experience. You are the pinpoint of creation. Every moment of your day is infinite possibilities, and all those possibilities come to fruition by your belief. So if you want inner peace, I am joyfully experiencing inner peace. Amen. Period. Done. Believe it. I am joyfully. Just exhale. Release your fear. Because here's the next big secret. Inner peace is at the bottom of every breath, just like God is. Because inner peace is a product of God. When you're one with God in unconditional love, pure love, the Bible, book of John says, no fear can exist in pure love. And right at the bottom of your breath, when you've exhaled, you've released your fear. And no fear can exist in pure love. So by releasing your fear, you're actually going to your natural state, which is pure love. And guess where inner peace is found? In pure love. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.